everybody. My name is Joss.
My name is Mark.
Welcome to the GAC Show.
And today we are looking at...
Top 3 acoustic guitars if you've got a couple of quid to spend.
Which basically means if you have, what, a couple of grand?
Yeah, if you've got a couple of grand
lying around.
Yeah.
And you want to buy an acoustic guitar, this is probably the field you want to be in.
Mm-hmm.
We have a Martin, we have a Taylor, and we have a Gibson.
Wow.
So, in your hands is the Taylor 517 Builder's Edition.
Grand Pacific.
Grand Pacific.
One of my favourite guitars that Taylor has actually released ever.
It is a beaut. It really is.
I own a Taylor. I got a 525 something, 525 CE. It's the mahogany one basically. So anything in the Taylor range that's a 500 series is a mahogany back and sides guitar. Okay, so 500 series means mahogany. This guitar features an unbelievably attractive mahogany back and sides.
Yeah.
With a 6 spruce top,
yeah.
But dyed in this, or finished in this beautiful sort of sunburst finish. It features a mahogany neck with an ebony fretboard. It's got the Expression 2 system in there by Taylor, so it's got an underbridge pickup in there. Comes with a really, really cool paisley finished leather acoustic guitar
I'll take
case.
a shot of that.
Yeah, very, very cool guitar case to come with it as well. Also features one of their brand new things, which is the V-bracing. I mean, is it still new? I guess it's still new because everything was X-braced, but now it's all V-braced. Everything is
It's
V-braced.
the in thing.
Yeah, for Taylor. And it just means that you get far more projection. There's a little bit more dynamic in the guitar as well. It's nice, just really, really beautiful to play, this guitar.
It really is. It plays like slippery butter.
So do you have any idea why or what makes it a builder's edition?
No.
So what makes it a builder's edition are just a really small amount of things, but like really lovely touches. For example,
Rolled edges.
the chamfered edges. The edges of the guitar are all
nice.
smoothed off. Another one is the rolled edges on the fretboard. So it's really smooth on the fretboard as well. So you don't feel the frets at all, really.
It's like I picked it up earlier because this is one of the easiest, it's like the loudest, most vibrant and easiest to play probably out of the three. It does sound phenomenal.
It's the race car of acoustic guitars.
But that the rolled edges all the way around.
Just a smooth feel.
It's almost subconscious. Like when I picked it up, I was like, oh, that feels amazing.
Oh, it feels so lovely and
but
smooth.
only now you've said it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's why.
Yeah. And it's just, it's Max Powers, one of the main designers from Taylor Guitars. He designed this, right, so the story is that he designed this he was listening to old bluegrass records, and he was like, I haven't played a guitar that sounds like those old bluegrass records. He obviously hasn't played one of these. I'm sure he has, and I'm sure he's just doing it because it's a sales thing, because he's the Taylor builder. But he was like, I haven't played any guitars that sound like those old bluegrass records, so I decided to make a slope shoulder Dreadnought style guitar, and the Grand Pacific was born. Comes in a multitude of different models. There's the 5, there's the 7, and there's the 300 series Grand Pacific. The 5 and the 7 have the builder's editions, and the 3 doesn't. So it's got sharp edges, not sharp edges, but standard acoustic guitar edges, and they're just unbelievable. Okay, so let's move over to the D18. Can you? Oh God. If you take that, put it. Yeah. Oh wow.
I'll stand up.
Yeah, good man. So the cannon.
The cannon.
The absolute beast.
The cannon.
Yeah. That's why it's the cannon.
Because it's loud.
Just goes flah.
Big old boy, that one.
So the D18. The D18 means that it's a mahogany back and sides. There's a D28, which is rosewood. Has a 6 spruce top once again, mahogany neck, ebony fretboard. So this is the modern deluxe version. Now the modern deluxe version has a different fretboard radius, so it's a slightly flatter fretboard radius. Has a different shaped neck, so it almost feels like it's a slightly slimmer profile neck on it. The other thing that it has some really small visual things that are quite nice, like these inlays in the bridge pins are liquid metal bridge pin inlays. Ooh. So it's melted down metal and it looks really nice in there. Supposedly it helps with resonation and all of that sort of good stuff. You've got your standard X bracing in here, all handmade in America obviously. I can feel it as I'm talking. I can feel it vibrating in my hands, the guitar.
As
the bass response in my vocal is making the guitar move. Unbelievably light, weighs nothing.
Really does.
Yeah. Now the D18 and the D28 are synonymous with country and all that sort of stuff. Don't worry, it's just a hole where the bridge pin goes.
Yep.
I remember first seeing that and being like, oh my God, I've broken it. Synonymous with the country vibes, or just, it's just an absolute big sounding guitar. To be honest, everybody says, what's the most copied guitar? I mean, people always go like Strats, Les Pauls. I personally think it's probably the D18 or the D28. If you think about it, in terms of all the way down to your 90-pound guitars, they're all based off of this Dreadnought shape.
Yeah.
And this is the one. This is the originator.
Yeah. The originator.
The originator. So if you think about it, every single guitar company is copying the Dreadnought shape, and it all comes from the D18 and the D28.
It's a classic.
It's a classic.
There is a very interesting smell of Play-Doh in here today.
Yeah, the sweet smell of nitrocellulose. Although the tailors are still finished in a poly finish, so
it's coming from this.
It's coming from this and that.
Yeah, well, I'm right in it.
Yeah, you're amongst it, aren't you?
It reminds me of Play-Doh when I was a kid.
Both. Do you hear it? Like every time I talk, it's going, which is beautiful because it just shows how dynamic the guitar is going to be. So yeah, both of these guitars are very, very close in terms of specifications, almost identical, but it's insane how different they sound, which is the best thing for me about acoustic guitars.
Well, we're cutting and playing and everything, so we can see.
All right, well, shall I give this a go?
Do it.
Give the cannon a go. There's a little bit of playing on the D18.
Now this is one of the classics as well.
It is, but it's like a modern variant of a classic.
Yeah, well, it's the cutaway version, right?
Mm-hmm. This is a bit different. Why is this one different from these two?
Rosewood back and sides.
Rosewood back and sides.
So this is a Sitka spruce top, same as these ones.
Mm-hmm.
Rosewood back and sides.
Stunning.
Mahogany neck.
Mahogany neck.
Rich light.
Yeah.
So not ebony.
So if you don't know what rich light is, you should by now, I guess, because it's been in the Gibson catalogue for such a long time. It's a composite material of like paper and plastic. Very, very hard wearing, very similar to like an ebony.
And I mean, the J45 is it's a guitar that
It's a J45.
Yeah. What more is there to say?
I mean, shit me, dude. It's like over everything, whether it's singer-songwriting, whether it's country, whether it's rock and blues. It's everywhere.
And there's a good reason for that, because they are great guitars.
Well, they're unbelievable guitars. The acoustic world, all the problems that Gibson may or may not have had in the past, the acoustic guitars never really touched that bad vibe. They were always consistently really good guitars.
They kind of just left to it to do what they want.
To do their own thing. Yeah, exactly.
Because the Hummingbird's good as well.
The Hummingbird is also good, but the Hummingbird and the Songwriter and all those sort of stuff have got specific uses, right? SJ200 is like the Elvis Presley thing, right? I'm a fan of Elvis Presley's movies, and I did see him with a J45 in a movie once, but I don't know if he played it or not. Like actually played it. He played it in the movie, but you know, it's just like...
I don't know what Elvis played.
He played it the majority of the time. I believe it was like an SJ200 or a Hummingbird sort of thing. Big-bodied acoustic guitars, but I saw him with a J45 once.
And I guess with any guitar, you really have to pick them up, because you could look at all of these and go, oh, I prefer that one, but until you pick it up, you just don't know. Well,
exactly as we just said about this and this, the wood specifications are almost identical, but they sound so different. That's why there's Martin Camp and Taylor Camp. That's why these people do these things. You know?
And to be fair, I do switch. I'm not in, I'm very much in and out with depending on which guitar. Mm-hmm. In our current scenario, I'm in Taylor. I have to say.
In this current situation as well, as much as I love the Martin, just because of the history, like the American history behind it. The Taylor, this model here, consistently blows me away every time I play a Grand Pacific. Yeah. It's amazing.
But I do love this. I love them all, to be fair.
I think they're all incredible guitars for the job. Yeah, and they can cover everything. I think the Gibson is built to cover more, because it just literally has lent its hand to almost every single acoustic style. But these are just famous.
It's like when we used to do the sessions a lot, we'd always ask people, which guitar they want to use, and they'd always pick the J45.
Really?
Always. Yeah. You can have any guitar.
Any acoustic guitar what do you want to use?
And they always pick a J45.
Wow.
The amount of the people that come in. And so if you look in all the sessions, it's normally a J45.
That's really cool. I didn't know that, so that's a nice bit of information. Okay, cool. Well, let's play the J45 to finish off then.
As we said earlier, it varies with all these brands, but Taylor, Gibson, Martin.
Wow, okay. So in terms of if I wanted to really work hard and make it sound as good as I possibly could, for me, it goes Martin, Taylor, Gibson. So there you go.
Keeping all the brands happy there.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. I think we really enjoyed talking about acoustic guitars.
Yeah, well, it's funny. It's like you were saying the other day. Every now and again, you sometimes you forget how much you enjoy playing an acoustic.
Of course.
And then we jump back in. It's like, yeah, acoustic.
Yeah, wow.
And we're definitely in the acoustic camp at the moment, which is great.
So I'm really excited about doing some more acoustic videos because we don't do enough. And let us know in the comments section below what your favorite acoustic guitar is out of these three. Maybe not necessarily these three, but just like really high-end ones, because there are some absolute stunners out there.
And let us know if you have any thoughts on what you'd like to see and what you'd like to see us.
Because there's only us two that do this video stuff. There's no one else, literally no team, nothing, just the two of us. So we have to come up with these ideas. So help us out. It'd be really cool to know what sort of videos you'd like to see on these acoustic guitars.
And please leave us a little comment box, give us a like, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and we shall see you very soon.
See you later, guys.